It's been social media since you been born.
No, nigga, I was born in 1990. Came just in time, you feel me? I seen pagers and all that. P3 ended up going to a school and he was flicking school. And I think that same day we started making music. He already had a wave going for himself at a young age. When I linked with bro, it was like, now we about to put this shit in motion.
So doing your city, when you hearing your city shit and all that, you know, who kind of inspired you around your way?
In my city, it was a lot of motherfuckers. It was, like I said, it was a group called The Circle in the city that was hot. You know what I'm saying? They was dope. Most of the niggas that was hot in our city at the time was from the west side. You know, all the music was coming from the west side. P3 was hella dope. He was one of the young niggas in the city that I knew was doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? On the young nigga side, 'cause like I said, The Circle was one of the hottest groups at the time.
Who I was in the circle?
It was Young Lucci, for my nigga Young Lucci, Spinner Ben, QB, for my nigga QB, you know what I'm saying? Block Legend, RP Block Legend. It was a whole, am I missing somebody? It was a bunch of them niggas though.
That was having motion though.
But they was having motion with that shit. They weren't the only niggas though. It was a lot of motherfuckers for real. It was Chino, Nino, Ampachino, you know what I'm saying? V12, Live. It was a whole bunch of motherfuckers. They was going Rent Fetty, Bird Money, Bossy, you know what I'm saying? It was hella niggas crazy, but they most west side. It was a couple of niggas that went from that side, like Liz, Eldro, Bolo, Hustle Hard, you know what I'm saying? They was Blaze It Up Mafia, King Locust.
Locust, man.
Can't forget, bro. Feel me?
He a legend around.
Legend, you feel me? Living legend. But yeah, it was a lot of niggas going crazy though, you feel me? But it wasn't a lot of niggas from my way going crazy.
So when was the first time you got in the studio with one of the people who influenced you around your city or the people you looked up to?
As I'm coming up?
Period. The first time you got in the studio, period, with somebody like this somebody I used to listen to and I was just knocking this shit like now I got a chance to work with him.
P3.
3zy. When was that?
Man, it was like in high school.
How'd that come about? I
met P3 originally through like his stepsister, you know what I'm saying? That was one of my friends, you feel me? Shit, that was his stepsister. So it was like, I kind of met him on the phone, like through then, 'cause you know, back then wasn't no social media and shit like that. So it was like kind of like on the phone, like he was just
It's been social media since you been born.
No, nigga, I was born in 1990. I watched all this shit transition. You feel me? I came just in time, you feel me?
My nigga.
You feel me? So I got to see the real shit, then I got to see the shit shift. Okay. I remember you had to plug the internet in the motherfucking wall, the little telephone and shit, the AOL. And I seen pagers and all that, bro. I seen it. That shit stopped around the 90s. Probably like 90 something. I was young enough to I seen them bitches. I seen pagers laying around.
Yeah, so it wasn't social media then, so y'all on the phone.
We was on the phone, you feel me? But we ended up meeting because P3 ended up going to a school in my neighborhood. He went to a high school in my neighborhood for whatever reason. Nigga, he out there now, and he was flicking school. And everybody used to flick school and go to this studio that was right by the school, feel me? And one day I'm flicking school, I go in that bitch, that nigga in there recording. Feel me? Some hard shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, feel me? So we got to introduce each other. And I think that same day we started making music that day. I think we made like a song or something. You know what I'm saying? It just went from there.
So when y'all put that CD together?
We did it like over time.
Or did you have any music out before then? Was this the first time you like really put a CD out?
For sure, because P3 was already doing that shit. He was already a young nigga on that level doing that shit already. So it was like, I was just, like I said, I was making music for myself. I didn't never really put it out there, but I seen from when I was in high school that I could, you know what I'm saying? I was just kind of just now seeing that, okay, now I can really get my music out to people, but I ain't really know a real method of how to do this shit. Bro was already doing that shit. He had his MySpace set up, all the shit, nigga, the shit, doing all the shit. Like, I ain't know how to do none of that shit. Even for MySpace, mother used to know motherfucker. All right, so it was social media in there, but it was like MySpace and shit. It wasn't like heavy, like, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of knew, it was like he had the hardest MySpace page.
He had that shit.
He had that shit, and all the bitches was singing the shit and fucking with the shit, and it was like, he already had a wave going for himself at a young age. So it was like, when I linked with bro, it was like, cool. Now we about to put this shit in motion.